Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, where I am back and somewhat, at least a little rested from my trip out west to Salt Lake City for Blade Show West 2023. And let me tell you guys, there are some cool knives to come out before this year is over, and there is some equally cool, if not cooler, knives coming out to start next year in 2024. I saw some awesome prototypes, and of course, it was always great to meet up with everyone, meet new people, friends from Instagram, friends from YouTube. It's always nice seeing everybody, so I highly recommend it. If you can make it, to Blade Show West, or Blade Show Texas, or Blade Show in Atlanta, or there's a Blade Show East somewhere in New York, I think, go to the Blade Shows. They're so much fun. The community is so awesome, filled with great people. Highly recommend it. Make it a trip, make it a vacation, make it whatever, but go out there and say hi to people, because this is just one awesome community. Now, what this video is about, taking a look at my haul from Blade Show West. What you're about to see is just over $1,750 worth of stuff I picked up that I just had to get for one reason or another. A lot of this stuff is going to have further content in the future because a lot of these I have not reviewed yet. So you'll see reviews, you'll see my overall thoughts and opinions on them. But in this video, we're just going to take a look and see what we got. I'm not going to try and go into too much detail because, of course, obviously I want to have some good content for the actual review and overview. A lot of these I have not carried much, so I really don't have much to say other than I think they all look cool, because I wouldn't have picked them up if I didn't like the way they looked and I didn't think I'd enjoy them. So with that being said, let's hop into it, take a look at the first one from Beg Knives. This is, in all honesty, I've reviewed a few Beg Knives now. This is the one I've wanted to review the most. The other Beg Knives have been fantastic. This is the one that I've really wanted to get in my pocket. This is the Bodega. This is like an iconic knife in the knife community. I think a lot of people would agree on that. This has such a long, deep history. And I gotta say, this budget version coming in at, I think, 120 bucks. Incredible action, nice hefty feel, super slicey blade with a nice thin hollow grind. A lot of things to love about this knife, and I'm really looking forward to bringing you guys the review on this. And this will probably be in my pocket tomorrow, to be honest, because I have a couple videos already planned to start the week off. But later in the week and into next week is when you'll start seeing reviews of some of these knives. Some of them I got to get, enough pocket time in. But you will definitely see the reviews. And next up, Monterey Bay Knives. Saw Sanford and Ray Laconico out there, or Sanford Owen and Ray Laconico, the two co-owners of Monterey Bay Knives, and I had to pick these up. You guys know I love a Ray Laconico design, and you know I love Monterey Bay Knives in general. And what we got here is the Old Guard, but this is not just any Old Guard. You guys have seen the kind of the more high-end Old Guard that's in the hundreds of dollars. This one here are the budget versions, the Old Guard Mini, as well as the Old Guard, well, just the Old Guard, kind of like the full-size Old Guard. So here we go. There's the full size, and here's the mini. Quick little size comparison, of course. I got 4 reviews coming up on these guys, but love this blade shape. Very nice feeling, hand contoured G10, wire deep carry clips, all the extra stuff with it. We'll go over all that in the full review. Very excited to get these in hand and break them in to see just how good they hold up and how they perform. I have no reason to think they won't be just fine. I've had pretty good luck with Monterey Bay Knives products in the past. So that is the Old Guard and the Old Guard Mini right there. And now I have all this stuff that I have to clear off the table before I bring the next knife. So we're just going to really just pile these on here and move them off. Like I said, I really don't want to say too much about anything yet, because I also don't want to say something about something just because I think it looks nice and it turns out there's a problem. Educated decisions, informed decisions. That's what I want on this channel. And I don't have enough information to give you guys just my full thoughts yet. So we're going to keep chugging along. DVO Knives. I stopped over at DVO Knives, said hi to Kevin and Colin, and picked this guy up that I wasn't able to get from White Mountain Knives because they sold out so stinking fast. This is the DVO Knives Growler, and this is the V2. Now, there's a significant difference here with this V2 because the grind on this thing. The detent's a little more crisp, which I like. It's got a nice detent, flies out, ridiculously thin grind on this. Very impressive blade. Nice ergos. You'll probably see this in content in the future, but I believe these are currently sold out everywhere. So, and they've been out. This isn't like a brand new knife. I have reviewed the Growler. I reviewed the Growler V1. So, I may not do a full review on this guy, but you will see more content on it because in terms of ergos and just action, fidget factor, sliciness, this is actually significantly better than the V1. I actually like the V1. The V1 was solid. The V2 is considerably better. Like I said, much slicier blade, much better detent, just a very nice budgety EDC. I think this is coming in at $100, so it's right around the top end of what I would consider to be a budget knife. But a very nice little offering there from DVO Knives. Get this off. And I got one more DVO Knives to take a look at that actually this is a part of. So let's take a look at that. This guy here, you will see information on this coming up later this week because this is dropping later this week. And I will have a video up to help remind everybody of that. This is the newest knife from DVO, and this is very impressive. From what I've handled, like I said, I haven't carried this yet, but just doing that and doing this, yeah, I like it. This is the DVO Knives Nip, a very small little fifth pocket type of knife. Looks like the sharpened edge is right around 2 inches, maybe a little under 2 inches, might be at that 1.9, 1.8 inch mark. Very nice, pretty smooth, needs a little breaking in. Nice flipper, carbon fiber, S90V blade on this guy. Incredible ergos. A lot more coming on the review for this. You believe me, you guys will know when this is available. I'll look out for you and make sure that you know because this is one you want to know about. One of the more impressive small EDCs I've come across in quite a while, and this would be put up with some very good small fifth pocket knives. And I also got this extra hardware kit to give it a little more contrast, take away a little of the black. So next time you see this knife, you will probably see that kit on there. That will be fun to do. Get this stuff out of here. And next up, I got a giant mouse. This is another one. You'll see a little more content on it later this week because it's going to be available, I believe, later this week or the weekend. This is very cool. This knife was, it really falls in line with kind of like the giant mouse lineup. Like when you see it, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a giant mouse knife. This is the giant mouse Yaked, and it's not spelled like how it sounds. That's how you spell it right there, but it's pronounced Yaked. And I actually was talking with the guys at Giant Mouse, and I'm positive it's not your typical Wayne Sharp World mispronunciation. This is the Giant Mouse Knives Yaked. And man, oh man, this has some versatile ergos, has a very nice blade that would be great for EDC. It would also be a good honey knife. Nice handle. There's going to be different handle material options. Some milling on the micarta that we'll talk more about during the review because I want to handle it a little more to see just how it holds up and how it patinas. It looks like it's already patinaing pretty nice. I actually carried this one of the days, the last day of the show. Nice wire deep carry clip, back spacer, nice jimping, your typical Giant Mouse awesomeness. So the Giant Mouse Yaked, prepare to see more information on that later this week. And yeah, this is very good from Giant Mouse. Really like the flipping action as well as the middle finger flicking action. Needs a little breaking in, but of course you got CPM Magna Cut there on the blade. That's always a beautiful sight to see on an EDC knife nowadays. So there's that, the Giant Mouse Yaked. Stay tuned. A lot more information coming on that guy there. And next up is one that I was really wanting to check out. And one more little bonus item. We'll talk more about this during the review of this because I haven't carried this at all. This is not a knife. As you can see, it's a pry bar. I have some personal questions about this that I want to get answered before I bring it to you guys. Actually, you know what? We'll just take a quick look at it. This is the pry bar. We'll do it really quick. That's the pry bar. There we go. There will be a lot more on the pry bar because, like I said, I have personal questions that I need answered. And now let's take a look at the Flightanium Arcade with the Andrew Demko lock. Again, really quick, because there's a lot I could say about this knife right now. Nothing bad, absolutely nothing bad. I have a couple things that I want to take a closer look at. There was a couple things that stuck out to me that I want to get a better feel for, and you will see that in the full review coming probably early next week, maybe this weekend, depending if I can get in the pocket sometime soon. But this is it, the Arcade. Feels really good, looks really, really good. I do prefer the aesthetics of that. I'll say this right now. I do prefer the Demko lock on this knife over the Demko 8020. I like the design aesthetics of this one a little more. I like a good drop point. I like the inlay. I like how it sits in my hand and the ergo positions. It feels good. It looks good. And yeah, really nice offering. Deep carry clip. Really, really cool. And a lot more coming on this. Really excited to bring this one to you guys. I've been wanting to get that in hand for a very long time. And I got to say, Flightanium, I believe this is their first knife. I'm almost positive this is their first knife. If it's not their first knife, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it is. And yeah, for a first knife, I think they're doing about as good as you can do for a first knife. So there's that. And then we have this guy, Mr. Designs. I was not planning on buying a knife the second day of the show. But then my buddy Mihai, and you guys, I've actually reviewed this knife already on the channel. I was a big fan. It's actually doing very well. And this knife, I couldn't be happier to tell you guys that this knife got Blade Show West 2023 Best Factory EDC. And it's so deserving. Another shout out to Mihai and Mr. Designs. They are doing things, and it's so well earned. And the clip is caught on this, I think. Let's see. There we go. Okay, get this out of the way. It comes with a pouch, really nice pouch, and a box. And let's take a look at it. You've seen it before on this channel, but boom, look at that. The beautiful D Cipher from Mr. Designs. Now, there's a D Cipher, and then there is another cipher. I don't know if it's D or T, but there's a Tonto blade cipher and the drop point blade cipher. The drop point blade is the D cipher, obviously. I think the other one is the T cipher, if I remember right. But yeah, excellent ergos, ridiculously slicey blade. OEM by Bestech. I believe that is M390 on the blade steel. Hand rubbed satin finish. Excellent action. Killer flipping action. Flies right out. This is the kind of like the raindrop carbon fiber, and you can also get titanium scales for this to replace the carbon fiber with. If titanium's your thing, this is stinking awesome. And it's so deserving. Nice deep carry clip, ultra mega deep carry clip. You carry this in your pocket. You will not see the knife sticking out at all. Just that clip. That's all you will see. Very, very nice. Excellent job from Mr. Designs. And I'd already reviewed it. I loved it. I was running low on cash, and I was like, I'm gonna try not to buy anything. Then they had to go win this award for Best Factory EDC, and I was like, gosh darn it, I can't say no now. I must. Look at that blade centering. Perfecto. I must own one. So I went and picked one up. I had to, and don't regret it one bit. There are still more of these available. I'll have a link to Mr. Designs. If you guys also want to own the Blade Show West Best Factory EDC of the Year for 2023, like I said before, it's well earned. It's a great knife. And if you're looking for something premium, something slim, something that carries great in the pocket with excellent flipping action, look no further than the Mr. Designs D Cipher. Excellent, excellent knife right here. And then we're down to our last one here. And this was the one, this was kind of what I had my sights set on. When I got in the doors, the moment everything opened, my goal was to go right here to Microtech, because I wanted this particular Microtech so bad. Just because it was different. It was so different. I love the ram lock. This is not an MSI, but it has a ram lock, so that probably tells you what it is. but it's kind of a special version. This is super, super sweet. I wouldn't call it a girl knife, but it was like my big knife to get for Blade Show West this year. And it is the Microtech Amphibious with a DLC coating and a fluted carbon fiber handle. This guy was coming in at $480, and oh my God, look at that. An absolute beast of a knife. I will be, of course, making a full review of this. I haven't carried it at all, so I got to get some pocket time in it. But man, oh man, look at that DLC, kind of a satiny finish. It's not your typical dull DLC. It's an excellent job on the DLC. More minimal blade branding. You got the M390 MK, their own M390 blend type of steel, you can say. Very similar to regular M390, just tweaked very slightly. Incredible fluting and milling on the carbon fiber. That excellent ram lock that I really like. I noticed this one has a little more stick than my MSI, but not all the time. Only when I deploy it with the thumb studs, which I have a lot to say about. I'll talk more about all this in the review. But yeah, just look at this guy. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the signature series, so it's got Anthony Marfione's signature on there. Got a birth date of 9/23. Yeah, this thing is insane. Absolutely insane. And yes, you can definitely expect a full review of that guy coming. And that's it, guys. Let me know what you think of my haul. Of all the knives I got, which one do you like most? What knife are you most excited to check out that's coming out the end of this year or early next year? What did you see from Blade Show West that really caught your eyes? I have a lot more short content. I have a lot more video content. I have a lot to bring to you guys, but for the rest of the night, I'm taking a nap. I'm resting. I will be bringing you all sorts of content throughout this week. So if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until the next one, I'm out.